we always say it's more difficult for women entrepreneurs to raise funding from business angels or venture capital. Is that true? And has that situation been more complicated during the COVID? So Jenny, I'll hand over to you to tell us more about that.
No, thank you very much, Claire. I think it's really important to remember that being a woman entrepreneur and accessing investment has always had more challenges than our male counterparts. And indeed, some research that we carried out in the UK last year through a very important group led by government identified that overall women founders, women-led teams are only accessing 1% of the capital that their male counterparts raise. So that for every for every €100 raised by male-led entrepreneurial teams, women-led entrepreneurial teams were only accessing €1. So €1 to 100. This is a challenge, and many women have really experienced this over a long time, and that's why what we're doing at WEgate and what Claire and I are doing in our own countries and what BAE is doing generally is very important, because we're really trying to kind of change the needle there. I think it's also worth bearing in mind that there are really many issues, and one of the big challenges is that in many cases, many women have been much less understanding of the benefits of equity. A lot of women have perhaps lacked information and advice and support about how to go about raising equity. And many of our investment community, when asked, will say they don't see enough women founders with investment ready propositions coming towards them. And so they naturally tend to be investing more in male-led teams that are more informed and have created an opportunity that they can understand. So this is very important to bear in mind. We also know, and we're in no doubt that one of the biggest issues is that the general investment community is made up of largely men. It's a very male-dominated world, and any of you as women entrepreneurs who've been approaching investors, whether it's angels or VCs, will see that most of the people you talk to are men. And that really means a very different often perspective on you and your business, and that there is genuine evidence of bias in investor decision making that has been identified.